What's up, skinny guys? Today I'm going to be talking to my former self, pretty much, because I was one of you guys. But today we're going to be talking about the 7 best foods to gain weight. All right, I've struggled with gaining weight my whole life, and it wasn't until I kind of stumbled upon my formula that I was able to kind of get over that and finally start to gain weight. I was like 130 pounds in high school, and today the heaviest I've ever gotten was 216, and today I sit comfortably at around 195. It's kind of like where I'm at. So before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This way you never ever miss a beat, and you get real life applicable fitness information right away without the fluff. And if you're not, make sure you head on over to Instagram and follow me over there at AB Fitness. And if you have a question, just drop me a message and I'll be sure to answer it. Because my job, I'm the people's coach, and I'm here to help you, and you specifically today, gain some muscle. So let's get on track here. So also make sure you hit that like button because it just really helps me. All right, so let's get into it. Before I get into the 7 foods that you need to be eating in order to gain weight, we gotta talk about, first and foremost, understanding how nutrition works. So if you're trying to gain muscle, you need to be in a calorie surplus, meaning that you need to be eating more calories than your body's burning. So if you're not doing that, it doesn't matter what you're eating, you're not gonna gain weight. And I made this mistake all the time, and I'll cover that a little bit later. But you just need to make sure that you're tracking your macros, okay? You just can't be guessing. Oh, I think I'm eating a good amount of food, I should be gaining weight, I'm eating a lot. Eating a lot doesn't mean anything. I need you to be as specific as possible. So if that means, okay, I'm eating 300 carbs, I'm still not gaining weight, now we have data and we could actually say, okay, look, you're eating 300 carbs, whatever, 50 fat, 60 fat, whatever it is, and 200 grams of protein, and you're still not gaining weight, okay, we need to make a change, and then we could do that. If you're not tracking macros, you're guessing, and you're not gonna get anywhere, you're not gonna build any muscle, you're not gonna put any weight on, and you're just gonna be skinny and frail the rest of your life. So you need to also make sure that you're weighing yourself every morning after doing number 1 and number 2, okay, because that is the most accurate weight, and before eating anything. That is the most accurate weight and the best time to weigh yourself. And you need to do that every day or as many days as you can. This way you have enough data to assume, okay, over the past 7 days, my weight was this. I add it all up, I divide by 7. My average weight is this. Based on my average weight last week, I'm good. I gained some weight, so I'm on the right track. So that's how, first and foremost, before we even get into the foods, you have to make sure that you're doing that, because I promise you, even if you eat all 7 of these foods, if you're not eating enough of them, you're not gonna gain 1 pound. All right, let's get rolling. So in no particular order, these are the 7 foods. Number 1, peanut butter. Peanut butter is amazing. I mean, peanut butter, almond butter, any nut butter, nuts in general, just nuts in general are great food for gaining weight because they're very calorie dense. Most people say, oh, I had a tablespoon of peanut butter. And it's a heaping, like you actually take the big spoon that you have in your drawer and you take a big serving of peanut butter. That could be like 30 grams of fat. Versus actually measuring it out, you'd be surprised on how little it actually is. But one big heaping tablespoon of peanut butter is about, like I said, 30 grams of fat. That's a really easy way to get calories in without actually feeling them. And one of the things when you're a skinny guy is you really don't have an appetite. And like myself, you have a very high NEAT, which is non-exercise activity. So as you can see, as I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm using my hands, I'm kind of moving around. So my NEAT is very high throughout the day. So I need a lot of calories in order to do that. So peanut butter is one of those great ways to get those extra calories in without feeling them. And you could literally put peanut butter on anything. You could put peanut butter in oatmeal. You could put peanut butter in a shake. You could do a lot with peanut butter. The next thing, food number 2, is olive oil. Olive oil is, again, same thing. When I got to my heaviest, which was 216, I was literally pouring olive oil on everything. Well, 1, it makes food taste a lot better. 2, it's a very healthy fat. So even though your fat intake is going to be a little higher when you're trying to gain weight, you won't have to worry about cholesterol because you're having good sources of fat. But it's easy to eat. And that's one of the things when you're, a skinny guy and you're really trying to put weight on, you can't be pounding down, healthy foods that contain a lot of fiber. You're gonna feel really full really fast, and the goal is to put weight on and get calories in. So I used to literally put olive oil inside my protein shakes. I know it sounds disgusting, but it would work. Literally, I would do 2 scoops of protein and 2 tablespoons of oil, and 1 tablespoon of oil is 140 calories. So by adding 2 into my shake, that's almost 300 calories extra in my shake. And again, you could do it anything. You could just literally pour it on top of your food. You could do that too. But again, I just, a convenience sake, I didn't want to, if I wasn't eating, just pour it in my shake and drink it down. It was easy, right? And I don't recommend weight gainers. I don't think that they're good. I think that you could get them from healthier sources, so I wouldn't recommend getting a weight gainer shake. Number 3, milk. Milk is a great way to bulk up, okay, because it's very easy. Again, it's a liquid calories. When you're trying to gain weight, it's the complete opposite of what I tell people when they're trying to lose body fat. You can head on over the rest of my videos in my channel if you're trying to lose body fat. But I always tell people to avoid liquid calories by any means. But for skinny guys, you want to pound down those liquid calories because it's easy to get those extra calories in. Remember, when we're really trying to push the scale and really try to get things moving, if you're having liquid calories, it makes it so much easier because you're not feeling that. So you can have a glass of milk, which is around 100, give or take, depending on what kind of milk, if you have full fat, anywhere between 100 and 150 calories for 8-ounce glass, which is not a lot of liquid. You can literally have that with your meal. So if you're supposed to eat, whatever, you have a sandwich and you have a glass of milk with that, it's an extra 150 calories that you're having that you don't feel. And that's the main thing. When you're trying to gain weight, you don't want to feel the food that you're eating. Number 4, honey. I love honey for gaining weight because 1 tablespoon is like 26 grams of carbs. It's loaded. And again, honey is one of those things you do not feel and it makes the food taste good. So you could literally take honey and pour it on top of things. So if you want some oatmeal, you could take some honey and pour it on there. In my weight gainer shake that I was having with the olive oil in it, I was also putting honey in it. Again, very easy way to get calories in without feeling it. So you could put honey on anything. It makes food taste good. You can even put it in chicken. So if you're cooking chicken, you can mix some honey in there. I know it sounds really disgusting, but you could look up recipes and honey is used in a lot of recipes when it comes to meats. So you could actually do that too. It's another good way to add some calories into. Number 5, and this is really not one food. It's a sandwich, but it's a little different. So it's a peanut butter, honey, jelly, and banana sandwich. These things are amazing. They taste so good and they are loaded with calories. Again, I know it's not one food, but it's a sandwich, so it's one sandwich. So technically it's one food. But you take 2 slices of bread and you want to get like the real thick bread. So you get 2 slices of bread. I like to toast it. You put your peanut butter on there. Again, measuring it all out. You put your peanut butter on there. You put some jelly. You cut up a banana. You put the banana on there. You sprinkle your honey on there. Again, measuring everything out. Close it up. That sandwich can be easily 500 to 600 calories, and it's not going to be something that you're going to feel. It's literally one sandwich. It'll taste amazing, and it'll help you get it down. I love those when it came to gaining weight. Again, when you're trying to lose body fat, you could have that similar sandwich, but you have to make alternatives to that. But when you're trying to gain weight, you have that sandwich with a glass of milk. Perfection. So good. Number 6, eggs. Eggs. I love eggs. Eggs are a good source of protein. Eggs are a good source of calories. And again, 6 eggs. You can make them as an omelet. You could throw some cheese on there. You could really add a lot of calories to eggs. And they're, again, another good source of protein and fat in order to help boost up your calories to help you put on some weight. And number 7, again, total opposite of what I tell people when they're trying to lose body fat, avocados. Avocados are a very, very good source of fat. They're really good for testosterone production in men. And they're very, very calorie dense. And it's one of those things you don't really feel. So if you take an avocado, you can make it like guacamole, mix it in a thing. You can literally put some sugar or some honey on that, mix it up, and it's nice and sweet. You add a little bit of lemon to it. It's really good. It's like a little sweet snack. You could literally take it like that. You could dunk things in there. You can mix it in with your chicken. You could put it on top of a salad. You could even literally put it on top of bread. That's another one too. So those are the 7 foods, and I'll summarize them for you. So, and then I have something else I want to say too, so don't get off yet. So, number 1, peanut butter. Peanut butter, again, really good. Number 2, olive oil. Pour that crap on everything. Number 3, milk, okay? I recommend whole milk, but it depends. Again, if you're watching your total fat intake, maybe skim, but liquid calories in that sense. Honey, another really good food. Number 5, the AB Fitness sandwich. Peanut butter, honey, jelly, banana, bread. 2 slices of bread, amazing. Trust me, when you try it, comment below, let me know how good that is. Number 6, eggs, and number 7, avocados. Guys, you got to remember, when you're trying to put on weight, you got to have very calorie dense foods. Again, like the opposite of what I tell people. But I made this mistake in the past because when I was trying to gain weight, I was just eating healthy. I was eating chicken, vegetables, chicken and brown rice, and it was a lot of food because those things are very voluminous and they take up a lot of room in your stomach. And I was very full, and I thought I was eating a lot. I would tell people, I don't get it. I'm not gaining weight. I'm eating a lot. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But it was because I wasn't going back to the basics and I wasn't tracking my nutrition. I wasn't tracking calories. I wasn't tracking how much protein, how much carbs, how much fats I was eating, and I wasn't weighing myself. And I was guessing. I don't want you listening to this to be guessing. No more guessing games. Get on MyFitnessPal or another app. Start tracking what you're eating, and that's it. Hit the ground running with it. Eat these 7 foods because they're going to help you put some serious mass on. Promise. So if you like this video, make sure you watch this one and this one. And like I said, below in the comments, there's also going to be a link to our private Facebook group. There's a lot of things that go on there. So make sure you join there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.